Hey guys, it's day 2 of the ultimate reset. As you can tell, I'm starting to get some of the brain fog. I found myself the last day or so forgetting why I'm going into rooms or walking into a store and completely blanking on why I'm even there. Have no clue what I even walked in there for. Just remember, I don't even remember thinking that I had to go there. I just all of a sudden will show up someplace. The food's gone really well. The food was actually really good. Had to sub out 2 of the meals today just because I was going to be gone visiting for Mother's Day. Had to go visit my mother-in-law and visit my mom and tell them both Happy Mother's Day. But because of that, I made tomorrow's lunch and dinner today, and then I'll switch them out for tomorrow just so I, get to do everything at least once. But found myself this afternoon looking at my lunch and thinking, how in the world am I going to eat all of this food? It was a huge salad and then the lentil salad on top of that, and it was just an enormous amount of food. And got it all down and still kind of felt not full, not hungry, but not full either. And then after the meal was over, about 15 minutes later, I drank just 1 glass of water, about 16 ounces, and all of a sudden just felt stuffed. And I don't know if it was the water and the combination of the food or that it finally hit my stomach or what it was. But I found myself today really slowing down when I ate, really thinking about my food and kind of just thinking about the flavors in my food, where normally it's just get it all down, get it done, and, clean up the mess and get it out of the way. And food isn't really, it's a priority, but it's really just something to get done so that I can get on to the next thing rather than today. I found myself really thinking about it. I guess today was just more of a mental game than anything else. I found myself today really focused on thinking about food. If I wasn't eating it, I was thinking about what I had to fix next or when I had to time my supplements. Today was just, it wasn't a hard day. It wasn't hard because of the eating, and I wasn't hungry at all today. I'm a little hungry right now. But I didn't have the snack today, so I may actually go down and have an apple and some peanut butter just before bed. But I haven't really, up until now, been that hungry today. I drank even more water. I've already put away over 1.5 gallons, and I'm starting on another gallon. So I'm drinking even more water. Was down 3 pounds this morning, so that made me happy. But like I said, it's not really about the weight for me so much as just to feel healthy again and get my metabolism back on track. But I found myself today playing a mental game with myself. Maybe it was because we were with family and I watched them eat hot dogs and cheesecake and things like that. But, my nephew came out with a couple of cookies and I found myself wanting those things. Not so bad that I had them, which I didn't. But it wasn't really that I wanted them, but I wanted them because I couldn't have them, and I had to really just kind of stop myself and think. Even when I cut the cheesecake for everyone, I had to stop and think, don't taste it, don't put your finger in it. I just, out of habit, wanted to do those little tiny things just to taste it, just to cheat a little bit, and I found myself really having to stop and think, what is it you want? Is this really what you want, or is it just what you want because you're not supposed to have it right now? And ended up, just wiping my finger off and washing my hands off and not having anything, when I cleaned off the knife. Or, when my nephew came out with the cookies, I looked at him and I was thinking, do I really want one of those? Because that's one of my downfalls is Oreo cookies. I love Oreo cookies. But I just found that, it kind of wasn't worth it to me for those things. And on our way home tonight, it would be a time when we would normally stop as a family and grab ice cream or, go get a coffee, Brian and I. And I haven't really missed coffee that much until this morning. And later tonight, when we would have done our normal routine. So I think in changing up the routine, it kind of made me uncomfortable. And I found myself really thinking about those things. Tonight I decided to take a long warm bath and do the skin brushing that they recommend. And so I did that and found that my skin was really, really tender, to brush it, where normally I could do it fine. Tonight it seemed like it was very, very tender. Not painfully, but just, very sensitive to the touch, I guess would be a better way to put it. And then I turned the water as hot as I could and got in it. and just found that it was really just uncomfortable for me. And the heat and just sitting there taking deep breaths in the heat was just, I found myself getting anxious. And I don't know why, but I think, it's just part of that mental game that I'm in a position now where it's uncomfortable. And it's beyond just changing a little bit. It's realizing things that I haven't been doing that I know to do. And so it's making me feel the change. And that's a good thing. And I'm glad about that. And, I just kind of stop and think, okay, this is uncomfortable. Why is this uncomfortable? What is it that's making me anxious? Deep breathing in a bathtub shouldn't make you anxious. But it's just, I think, the difference of forcing myself to relax and forcing myself to stop and let go, I guess. And that's what I kept thinking the whole time is I'm letting go of this. I'm letting go of the toxins. I'm letting go of whatever's holding me back, from being able to do this. And I kind of felt hippie-ish and a little silly at times. And a couple times today, somebody would make a comment about, well, what are you eating? Oh, well, what is that you're drinking? Sounds kind of hokey to me. When I took my alkalinized, which today I put way too much water in it and it was awful. It ended up being 2.5 shots of just, I don't know, juice spinach is what it tasted like. It was horrible. And I only had one lemon wedge, so that had to go in at the end. So it took a little while for that taste to go away. Definitely do not like the taste of alkalinized. But, yeah, so it was more of a mental game today, I think, than anything else. I'm feeling a little bloated. After dinner, I noticed, I don't know if it was something with the grains today or with the sushi. It was absolutely delicious. I loved it. I loved cucumber salad with the seaweed, and I am not a fan of cucumbers at all, but I really, really liked it. Love the miso soup, so that was really good. And it's just an enormous amount of food, but I don't know. I don't know what it was today. I'm still not having backaches or any kind of aches and pains, no headaches, anything like that. The throat's still sore from yesterday and from the tonsillitis. I'll probably have to go into the doctor on Monday, but it's more of just a discomfort. It's not a painful thing. So if I can hold out, I will, and just let the reset kind of take care of it on its own. But other than that, it hasn't been a physical thing that was a discomfort today at all. It's just been the mental fog, and just kind of really having to stop and think about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what is it I really want, letting go of the things that are kind of holding me back that maybe I just would ignore. I would rush through my day and ignore, and this is causing me to stop and slow down and think about it. So that's just something to really think about tomorrow. So this is the end of day 2. I'm really excited that day 2 is over. I did find myself tonight thinking, wow, 19 more days of this seems like a long time, but I also know that, week 1's going to pass really quickly, and then week 2 is going to pass really quickly, and, and then I'm in the home stretch. So I'm kind of looking forward to being out of week 1, I guess. I'm a little concerned because I haven't had any headaches or body aches really, and so I'm worried that when they come, they're going to be really bad because they're coming later. But I'm kind of expecting for them and preparing for them, and, don't have anything to do for the next week or so really other than sit and relax if I need to. So I guess that's about it. I mean, this video is getting kind of long now, I know. So I'll let you guys go. I'll keep you updated about tomorrow. If you have any questions, email me at fitcoachtina@sbcglobal.net. And I would love to chat with you more about the reset if you want to, if you're going through it, or if you'd like to go through it. If you'd like to try it on your own, you can actually get it from my website. I would love to be your coach and help you get through this. As you can see, it's not easy, and I'm learning myself too. So I'd love to hold you accountable and be your coach too. And you can do that at www.getfitwithtina.com or at Cali, CALI fitclub.com. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.